Well, after us getting stories coming in from close to 5 correspondents of Manchester United, of Mason Mount United close after personal terms have been agreed, Fabrizio Romano came out and really told us that Mason Mount to United not imminent. And I think it has really gone ahead to really catch the eyes of many on why such stories are being put out by correspondents of United and why they hit a huge miss onto this one. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? Rock and David is my name, and let's go on and really talk about Diego Dalot coming out and obviously revealing to us why he really went ahead and signed a contract, and the finale ahead of us on Saturday. He has gone ahead and really spoken about it, and Ander Herrera is into the mix, talking about Bruno Fernandes and how he's in line to become the next United legend, but he has told him that you have to do the following to become a United legend, and it's part of what we're going to be doing on Saturday. Smash the like button, close to 200 likes or 200 times, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel. Let's go into this Fabrizio Romano update. Now, Romano told us that no personal terms are done between Mount and United. However, Man United are optimistic. They feel Mount is keen and that they would not be a problem. United feel optimistic about completing the signing of Mason Mount, as they feel he's keen to join the club. So Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and rubbished all stories that really came out yesterday night but one, that United have gone ahead to agree personal terms with Mason Mount. Remember, that story was broken by The Telegraph, and it was James Daka. James Daka is a correspondent for Manchester United. Being a correspondent for Manchester United, he's being fed in by the club of Manchester United. To confirm that it was being fed in by the club of Manchester United, Samuel Lucas, 25 minutes later, went ahead and put up a post or a story onto the Manchester Evening News that United have found themselves in a situation of agreeing personal terms with Mason Mount. You know, he's also another correspondent of Manchester United. So it shows you that these stories were really circulated by Manchester United. I don't know what the aim was, but Fabrizio Romano is going ahead to affirm to us that it was a hoax. It was a hoax. No personal terms have been agreed. But he's also adding on that United believes personal terms with Mason Mount won't be a problem, meaning that United and the representatives of Mason Mount are really having loads of positivity as far as the deal is concerned. The deal is in the hands of Chelsea, and Chelsea are really running the show, and United need to dance to the tunes of Chelsea. Now, what are the tunes of Chelsea that they want United to be dancing on to? These are the tunes. Again, Fabrizio Romano reporting. Manchester United's intention is to spend 45 to 50 million pounds on Mason Mount at the moment. Chelsea are asking for a lot more. No issues on personal terms, but deal not advanced yet, as there is big gap between clubs. Chelsea keep asking for at least 80 million pounds fee for Mason Mount. Deal not imminent at this stage. That is Fabrizio Romano, and he has gone ahead to really give us more light onto this deal of Mason Mount. With deal not being imminent, no personal terms agreed, they are not an issue, but Chelsea are really asking a huge amount of money. And this is where you ask yourself, why is Chelsea going ahead to ask United 80 million pounds on a player who is left with 1 year on his contract? Are they basing onto United wanting to pay between 80 million pounds to 100 million pounds for Harry Kane, a player who is in his early 30s? Right? They might use that as a yardstick. Trust me. If Liverpool came in through for Mason Mount, they'll pay 50 million pounds or 45 million pounds. But United is a team that is always ransomed on such deals. I don't know why. I don't know what is bad with our negotiations. God knows. The heavens know. Because you can't tell me that Mason Mount, a player whose talent is not all that massive, he's going in for that amount of money. Chelsea went in at Man City and bought Raheem Sterling. Just with 1 year left on his contract, they paid £55 million. They will be in a region of knowing that a player with 1 year on his contract should go in for that amount of money. Not more than that. With us who believe that this is not a deal that Ten Hag should be doing, you ask yourself how many players are outside there that are really worth £50 million and are really better than Mason Mount. They are mob. That's it. They are mob. So, I understand United are pushing to get in this deal, having noted that Spurs are willing to play a hard ball for United in signing Harry Kane. So, they need to go all out hard and sign a homegrown player. But however much they are going in hard to sign a homegrown player, I believe we shouldn't spend much. That's it. We shouldn't spend a lot of money onto Mason Mount. £80 million. What are we buying? Chelsea should get realistic, and they're making it hard for us. Look at Kovacic. Kovacic is a player in the same ilk with Mason Mount, but Man City is going to pay close to 30 or £40 million for the player. Now, why should we be charged more on a player who is just 24 years of age and his talent is nowhere near the talent of Kovacic? That's it. Is it the bad relations we are having with Chelsea? Because we last bought a player from Chelsea, I think when Jose Mourinho came in and signed Nemanja Matic. That's it. And we've not gone ahead to do a lot of business with Chelsea. Has Chelsea bought a player from Manchester United? I don't recall. So, I think there is some miscommunications and bad blood between United and Chelsea. Because when you look at Man City has just sold Sterling to Chelsea the previous summer. Now, City have gone in for Kovacic, meaning that there is some good understanding in between these two because they've gone ahead to do deals the previous summer. United and Chelsea, nothing has been happening ever since Nemanja Matic crossed from London to Manchester. That's it. So, I think when you add that to us having bad negotiators, oh my God, it might not pan out the way we want it. And yesterday when I did that story that person terms have been agreed between Mason Mount and Man United, I went ahead and really hailed the new head of football negotiations at Manchester United, that is Mr. Hargreaves. Is it Matt Hargreaves? Yeah, Matt Hargreaves. But if at all we spend more than £50 million on the deal of Mason Mount, I'll have to come here and bang my head. I'll have to come here and lose my head because we can't spend 60, 70, 80 million pounds on Mason Mount. No way. No way. That is out of this world. Because he's English, he holds an English passport. There are very many other players we can get in who hold English passports that can get the job done. That's it. So I don't really fancy this. And however much Mason Mount is keen on a move to join Manchester United, we shouldn't be ransomed by Chelsea onto this move like we've always been doing in the previous. Let's see changes. The new negotiator is in town. Let's see the changes of him being here at the club of Manchester United. Now, let's go to Diego Dalot. Having signed a new contract, he has gone ahead and really given to us more reasons as to why he has gone ahead to sign a long contract at Manchester United that will keep him at the club till 2028 with a further option. With a further option of 1 year. He has said part of the decision to stay was made based on the future and the prospects we have now and our desire to fight for all competitions. I remember when we are lifting the Carabao Cup trophy, I think I spoke with Rafa or someone else and said that I want to feel that again and again and again. Now, it shows you how Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to turn things around at Manchester United. Players are really so much having a vivid plan of what United is going to be like, and they feel like they are being coached, improved, and they are being picked on merit. It was hard to convince players like Dalot to start Manchester United if at all you had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there, because he never picked players on merit. Favoritism was the order of the day, you know. He had his starting 11 written all over him, and he knew that this is my starting 11. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for you. So Dalot hinting on that is something that's gone ahead to show us how much Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to improve the structures at Manchester United, and the players now know if you are really on form, you are really going to play. And it's one of those aspects that was hinted on from Ajax fans when Erik ten Hag was making his move to Manchester United. They told us that you should anticipate Erik ten Hag playing players who are really looking good in training. He doesn't base so much onto what you give out during the match, but what you give out during the training sessions, because he believes that if you are sharp in training, you are fit enough to go on the field of play and really orchestrate exactly what you've been showcasing during the training sessions. That is Erik ten Hag for you. Dalot concluded and said the following, that we have another amazing opportunity to win a trophy on Saturday, but hopefully in the future we can still fight for other competitions and be able to win them. That is Diego Dalot for you, coming out and revealing to us as to why he really believes we should go on and really fight for the trophy on Saturday. And that is something that we should go ahead and really do again and again and again. Let's put on the fighting gadgets, and let's take the fight to Man City like never before and show to them that we are the kings of Manchester. Now, Ander Herrera, one of those players that really pained me a lot when he left the club of Manchester United, because he could play into that double pivot very well alongside Nemanja Matic or any other player that he was really partnered with. But United failed to give him a deal that he wanted, and he went to PSG. And that's how stupid the hierarchy of Manchester United has gone ahead to make mistakes on players like Ander Herrera that were really up in the sky as far as performing season in, season out was concerned. Now, Ander Herrera has said the following on Bruno Fernandes, that he can become a legend for the club, but at Man United you need to win titles to become a legend. He has everything to do. I like him. I want to see him lifting a big trophy at the club. Now, amidst us lifting the Carabao Cup, playing to the FA Cup finale, the two big trophies that you can lift at Manchester United and you go all and you earn that legendary status are the Champions League and the Premier League. Let no one lie to you. That is the avenue, or that is the journey, or that is the road, or that is the long journey you have to walk to get that legendary status. And obviously, I see Bruno winning those very soon, not even far away. I know people are really not putting us into the title race next season, but I can guarantee you that we are going to compete for the title. Why are we going to compete for the Premier League? One, we can hit 90 points next season. This season, we're going to have to hit 75. And I think next season, it's going to be hard for us to even drop 2 points at at our stadium, because Ten Hag is going to have to turn it into a fortress. We'll not lose against Brighton at home. We won't draw against Newcastle. We won't draw against Southampton. We won't draw against Leeds. You get? Those are how many points? 3, 6. Those are 9 points. Add them to 75. You know? Those are 84 points. We won't have a very bad away run as we're going ahead to be having this season. I know we'll surprise certain teams. We'll go at their home and beat them. And I think we can collect 90 points plus next season. So I think we are not far off from winning the trophy. I know Ten Hag is going to get in like 5 players this season, and if at all he can get in quality players, of which he has told us that world-class players are willing to come to Manchester United, that is something great that you have to look at and understand that we are going to compete for the league and we are going to compete in the Champions League. Look at the Champions League winners we are having at Manchester United. Casemiro, and Rafael Varane. All those are winners. And we add in the likes of Kim Min-jae, Rabiot, Mason Mount, maybe Goncalo Ramos, we will be good to go as the club of Manchester United. So that's what makes me think that we're not far away off from winning the trophy. So guys, your thoughts on to Mason Mount to United not imminent are welcome in the comment section below. That has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that no personal terms were agreed between United and Mason Mount. That is Fabrizio Romano confirming. And what do you make about that? Diego Dalot coming out and letting us know another secretive reason as to why he's going to hate to put pen to paper on a longer contract. What does that build up in your mind? And lastly, Bruno Fernandes. Do you think he'll become a United legend? And do you think we are just like one season away from winning a big trophy, that is the Premier League and the Champions League? Carabao Cup, good to win. FA Cup, if we win it on Saturday, that is good to go. But are we going to find ourselves in a situation of winning the Premier League or Champions League? For me, I think that is soon happen. Even next season, it can happen. What do you make about that? Do we share the same thoughts? All that and more into the comment section below. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends and viewers, Juma Karim. Ciao, ciao.